Well, I was talking about the lumber prices there. Yeah, Evelyn Pyburn in the Big Sky Business Journal hot sheet has a story about the lumber prices continuing to go down. Last week, lumber prices closed nearly 30% below the all-time high reached in May. So I'm sure that the question a lot of you are asking is, okay, well, what's happening with housing prices? Are those prices starting to stabilize, or is are the housing prices still going up? Well, Dan Smith with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Floberg Real Estate back in studio with us here. Dan, good to see you.
Good morning, Aaron.
Yeah. Well, first off, you were at the Little Bighorn reenactment over the weekend too. Wasn't that incredible?
It was amazing. I took my parents, and it was a blast. You're literally right there.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting, I think you were in the center of the stadium-style seating. I was off on the far left, right where the native warrior riders would come, tearing out of the gates bareback, and so they were just running right in front of you. You could almost taste the dirt. It was just so cool how real of a feel it had to it,
It was an amazing time. I think anybody in the area should take time next year to go see that.
To go check it out, yeah. Well, let's talk housing prices. We caught up with you a month ago when you had April's numbers. Are the numbers starting to go down, or what did you see in May?
Well, we're seeing some slight changes, Aaron. As far as active listings, homes for sale that are active right now, we're still seeing a 73% decrease from where we were at last year. Last year at this time, we had 1,087 homes that were on the market. Right now, we've got 291 in all areas. So it's, like I said, 73% drop in active listings in all areas in our market.
Yeah. And, what's it like, especially for those first-time home buyers? I know we talked a little bit about that the last time, because that's really the challenge. You got young families that want to get into homes, Montana kids that are maybe moving back, and you're competing kind of with the whole world, it feels like.
You really are, and it's one of those areas where I think it really makes sense to have an agent. We're seeing in that average home price, which right now is around $307,900 for a closed sale. We may see 20, 25 offers. And, with the way the market is right now in Red Lodge, pre-pandemic, about 80% of our buyers were all cash. Billings was the reverse of that. Actually, right now in this market, Billings is close to 80% cash buyers.
Really? Wow.
It really is a difficult time for first-time home buyers. And
in a normal year, what percentage would your cash buyers be?
In the Billings market, would be 20-30%.
Really? Wow. So it's totally reversed then right now.
It's totally reversed.
Yeah. And those sales are hard to turn down. When you got a cash offer, you don't have to deal with the hassle of this or that. Done deal.
That's right. We see cash offers. We see contingencies as far as.
Hold that thought. We'll talk more with Dan Smith with Berkshire Hathaway right after this. Let's go back to talking about real estate prices right now. Dan Smith with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Floberg Real Estate here in the house with us. By the way, their website, bhhsfloberg.com, or, of course, you can give them a call, 254-1550. Dan, you talk about, hey, look, real estate prices still going up. Lumber prices are going down, but they skyrocketed so much that even when those prices come down, it's not like that's going to have, I think, too big of an impact on everything. Talk more about what you're seeing here locally, the Billings, Red Lodge, Absaroka, Columbus area compared to, say, the rest of the state even.
Well, we are seeing we're seeing people getting pushed out of the market to some extent in the Big Sky, Bozeman areas. We still have a significantly lower average home price here in Yellowstone County than other counties across the state. So that's still driving, a lot of activity here. Western region numbers, we're seeing a sales decrease of about 4.1% in May. But that's still 61% over a year ago. So it's still pretty dramatic. As far as new home sales, we had a conversation, a few agents and I last week, home builders are starting to run out of previous inventory. And what we heard from a builder last week is new homes that are going up. They're seeing about a 26-27% increase over what they were just a few months ago.
Interesting. Yeah, and of course, we're in the summer months here. I'm assuming it's just this mad rush to build as much as you possibly can before who knows what happens with the winter and how many days you get forced out of being able to build, right?
That's right. Well, we're seeing, right now, single-family permits are up 72% in the area over last year. So, builders are certainly ramping up. They're trying to meet that demand. We see a lot of builders that can't get a home completed before it's sold. So it's a strong market for new homes in the area.
Yeah. You mentioned here that we were talking before the break that there's a lot of homeowners out there who are looking to sell their house, but they're not listing their property because, well, they don't really know the process or whatever. How many homes do you think are out there? I mean, or maybe just in general, do you get the sense that there are a lot of potential homeowners out there who are looking to sell right now, but because they don't know the process or they hear how crazy it is, they're afraid to jump in because they don't want the massive headache of having to deal with the 50 different offers coming in 2 days type of deal?
I think that is happening, Aaron. Talking to folks out in the market, there is a lot of trepidation when they think about selling their home and trying to find something else in the market. I think that's another reason that it probably makes a lot of sense to work with an agent. They can help you first locate that home that you need to go into, whether you're upsizing, downsizing, if you're going into assisted care or any of those situations, we can definitely help bridge that gap and not only help market your home, but find you a suitable home to move into.
Now, you do think that, though, that there are some signs that inventory might be improving. I mean, when you reference the fact that, hey, there's people out there who do want to sell their homes, but they're just kind of a little bit scared to wade into the process right now. What are some of the other signs that you're seeing that inventory might be improving?
Well, it's more anecdotal, I think, than anything. We've got June numbers that I think are going to tell us really what's going on. We are seeing more homes come on the market. 50-60% of the homes on the market have come on in the last 30-60 days. So we see that picking up. But, as the supply kind of remains steady or suppressed, demand is still exceptionally strong. So if you are in the market to sell, I think talk with an agent, talk about your options. And if it's smart right now for you, we'll help figure that out. And if it's not, we'll wait.
Yeah. The other angle that I didn't think about is, okay, senior citizens out there, and obviously they're the group that certainly last year most vulnerable, certainly needed to be the most concerned about COVID-19. So, yeah, you wouldn't even think about it. But who's most likely to want to sell their house, get out of their house, downsize, possibly move into a senior living facility or assisted? Well, it's senior citizens. Well, last year they probably didn't want to be having a bunch of people going through their house. They probably didn't want to be going through the process of dealing with a bunch of people to sell their house. So there might be a little bit of a backlog there now that the senior living facilities have opened back up a little bit more now. Now they might think, okay, now it's safe for me to open up my home, sell my home, and look at making that transition as well.
Aaron, that is exactly right. We saw a lot of seniors that did not want to move into an assisted living situation because they got locked down. They couldn't see their loved ones. And also, if you're marketing that home, you would have people coming through your home. So we definitely see that as a strong market going forward.
Yeah. All right. Well, Dan Smith with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Floberg Real Estate. Again, you can check out their website, bhhsfloberg.com, or give them a call today, 406-254 1550. A service in the Billings, Laurel, Red Lodge, Shepherd, Columbus, Absaroka, and the surrounding area since 1959. Dan, thanks again. Anything else we missed?
I think we covered it, Aaron. Thank you so much for having me on.
Well, this has been very informative, getting this monthly update from you. Thanks for dropping in.
Thank you, sir.
All right.